I'm Lindsay Bianco, and I am the studio owner of Fred Astaire Dance Studios in Gilbert, Arizona. And I got involved in the company 20 years ago. It's actually my 20th year. It was pretty life-changing for me. It kind of saved my life, actually. I'd never really felt that level of confidence and just being good at something, being okay with myself and my own skin. So I think I was 13 at the time, decided that this is what I want to dedicate the rest of my life to, and to have a company that can facilitate the same feelings I was feeling for other people. So I just fell head over heels in love. I competed for about, I would say 12 years, traveled all over the United States, did dance camps in Europe, and just really lived the dance life. And then I became an instructor. And when I was 19, manager when I was, 24, and I have a family, I have a couple kids. And so owning my own studio now, we're only 1 year old, but it allows me to be a mom and to also be a business owner and, provide all the amazing benefits of dance to others like it had done for me many years ago. There's many, many reasons why I chose to open a Fred Astaire Dance Studio specifically. To me, there's nothing compared to the support system that Fred Astaire Dance Studios offers. And I felt this from when I was 13 and did my first competition. Just the support, every studio, we're all at a competition, but it's competitive, but also encouraging no matter what studio you're from. And so I felt that from day one. That was really, really amazing to me, because I think just what I needed at the time was that community. And I felt that early on. And as I continued to kind of grow up in the business, there was times I took some lessons with certain instructors at independent studios. And there's just nothing that can compare to what Fred Astaire Dance Studios offers on all levels, just as a student. Because when I took those lessons at an independent studio, I actually was a student doing Pro-Am. And then as just a teacher or manager and owner, it's just all inclusive. I've had so many great leaders and mentors in the company. And I think for me, it was always owning a business is kind of scary, especially when you're doing it on your own, you have a family to support. And I thought, what would make me feel good about that is that I have a system. I have people to go to ask questions for support, to get me through a pandemic on my first year of business, which was absolutely, so necessary for me, and it was amazing. So I've known this for 20 years. There's never been another studio for me other than Fred Astaire Dance Studios, and I think this year, my first year of business, proved to me 110% that that's absolutely true. And the Fred Astaire Dance Studios are they're strong, and we get through a pandemic and anything else that comes our way because we have community, we have leadership, and we have a team environment. So one of the most amazing things for me about being a business owner is I'm a single mom. I have 2 boys. And I think owning a business was always a really, really huge dream of mine, especially as a female. There's not a lot of female-owned businesses in the world right now. And what it allowed for me was a freedom to be both the business owner that I want to be, but also to be a very present mom. So I'm able to be at the studio. My kids are able to be at the studio on days where I need to be here. And then, I have a well-trained staff. And so if there's hockey games or, school concerts, then I'm able to be at those too, which for me, there's really nothing more important to me in life than being able to pursue my own goals, but also show my children what people are capable of. Owning a business, no excuses. A lot of people would say, oh, single mom, busy, and they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't follow their dreams. And so owning a studio. And like I said, with the support of Fred Astaire Dance Studios, like I'm able to do both and, you know, hopefully make all of our dreams come true for my family. So I just opened my studio in October of 2019. So we were open for about 5 months. And then with the pandemic, we were closed for a few months. So it was definitely not, you know, the first year of business I had intended on having. And when we did open back up, we had to kind of rebuild, because when we were shut down, we were just gaining our momentum, you know, students enjoying it, learning how to dance, you know, everything I wanted it to be. And then that all kind of came screeching to a halt. And I was a manager at one of the largest studios for like 10 years. So I've seen, you know, recession, things like that, but I never ever, I mean, who saw this coming? So when we opened back up in May, we had to rebuild. But what I've noticed is that people need this now more than they've ever needed it before. And our students came back. You know, I'm so grateful to that. And we have, you know, we still have about 6 to 8 or even 10 new students coming in a week right now. And we're still in the middle of the pandemic. So just people are literally dying for connection, for happiness, for joy, for music, for movement. And so the one thing I've noticed the most talking to students post being closed from quarantine is just that this is just something needed more now than ever. And so I'm not like grateful for the pandemic by any means, but it's just shown me how what we do is really amazing. And for me, it's really exciting that I can own a business that offers something that is the good in people's life, the thing they look forward to, the thing that changes their state into happiness. So I think I've always known that, and that's why I committed my life to Fred Astaire Dance Studios, and to dancing. But it's just been phenomenal to see people gaining their happiness back, and just, you know, their mental health is getting much better. So it was quite a year, and I learned so much. And I think I feel kind of, you know, I could take on a lot of things at this point. So that's the silver lining in it all. But making people happy is ultimately the best thing ever. So very happy for that.